when I see it in pictures or videos,
my
like
God.
it is really beautiful.
Yeah.
Like,
So it was challenging to arrange all the paperwork. I arrived in April 2021, 22. No, 2021 April. The year is 2021 and the date is 22 April. So yeah.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
That happened with me as well. Like while I was walking across way, the countdown came and I was like, what to do?
Yeah, I was stuck there and
Yeah.
the drivers in the car, they were just watching and I was so embarrassed, like what to do.
Yeah. Hello everyone to another brand new episode of Far From Home Talks podcast. Today, I don't know if you can hear, but my mic sound will be much better because like the guest today that I brought here have external mic with him, and he bought for the podcast today, and I'm happy for that. And who is he? He was my classmate in the previous program of marketing management. He's from Nepal actually. Our class was actually multicultural in a way. Like
Yeah.
we had people from different countries like Philippines, China, Brazil, Nepal,
Nigeria, Colombia. Yeah.
It was very multicultural. So let's welcome Kshitiz to the podcast. Yay!
And thank you so much for inviting me to this podcast. So yeah, let's begin.
Yeah.
I have nothing much to introduce by myself. You already done my introduction.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let the viewers know how, like, where I have already said that you are from Nepal, and let viewers know, like, when you arrived in Canada and why you arrived here.
So basically, in Nepal, there is some kind of trend, or let's say like people when graduating from high school.
Yeah.
Since high school, like I was thinking of going abroad, but that didn't happen.
Yeah.
Actually, I was trying to go Australia after my plus two grade, and doing bachelor's. I was not sure if I will be going abroad or not, but yeah, the situation happened. The pandemic hit all the world, like all of that, like
Crazy.
all of a sudden, and it was crazy. We just stayed at home in the lockdown. And frustration happened. Like you see the real scenario of the politics of the and I couldn't see my future in my country. So even though there are many opportunities there, but yeah, the future seems dark. So I tried to apply to Canada, and here I am. I arrived in April 2021, 22. No, 2021 April. The year is 2021 and the date is 22 April. So yeah.
Oh yeah. Marketing was a second project.
Yeah. It was my second program. Yeah.
So what motivated you to come here?
So usually how it shortlist our like to go to abroad, we have like mainly 4 countries: Japan, Australia, Canada. Canada was not a choice, like actually, because people those days we used to think like we don't have like that much of visa success rate in Canada. So usually it's USA, Japan or Australia. I wanted to go to Australia, and I also consult with my uncles, and they were like, they were saying don't go to Australia, it's really hard, and like everybody is going to Australia, every Nepalese students. So that was gone. And the left, like 2 choices left were Japan and America, right? USA. Japan was mine. Like I wanted to go there as a tourist, but not as a student, because we have to, learn Japanese language, and I was not, I couldn't learn another language rather than English. So there comes USA. And with USA, what happened was, there are some kind of different kinds of news revolving in USA, like almost every time
Yeah.
the guns are,
Yeah.
the security was not like the life is not like I mean like you can't be more secure in America. So Canada was my choice. So Canada, when I was researching for Canada, it was like so welcoming country to immigrants, and when I came here, I saw like a lot of immigrants people. So yeah, the main thing was security and the the lifestyle, and yeah, that was it.
Yeah. You mentioned like going to America, but like to enter America, it is really hard to get a visa.
Yeah.
Yeah. So did you face any difficulties to come, like get the visa to come here?
Here?
Yeah.
Not actually, but during making all kind of preparing for
Yeah,
all the
documents.
paperwork, it was really hectic. Like I was doing full-time job as a graphic designer, and my company was really helpful. That they gave me leave from my day like from my work anytime I wanted. So yeah, I could manage all my paperwork like that. So it was challenging to arrange all the paperwork because I have to go back and forth to my hometown, which was like around 3 to 4 hours drive from the place where I used to live. So it was some challenging, and after losing the visa, it was really easy. Like I got visa in around like 1.5 months, so it was really quick. So rather than that, it was nothing hectic.
You mentioned about like going to Japan and all.
So
I dream about going to Japan Monday. I don't know when it will happen.
Okay, so my wife she studied. Okay.
Yeah, you go. Sorry.
So my wife studied in Japan. So she was in Japan, I was in Nepal.
Yeah.
And the another factor coming to Canada was she was saying as immigrants, Japan is not an ideal place.
Yeah,
because
I've heard that.
It takes a lot of time to settle there.
Yeah.
I heard that recently you would have to stay around 10 to 20 years to get the permanent residency. And for that 10 to 20 years, you can't even earn like that much of money. And, when you calculate, you will be like 50 years old. I'm just saying I'm not 30, but so yeah, that was the thing. And she also recommended me Canada.
Yeah.
That was one of the important reason I came here, and I didn't even fancy Japan as my destination country to study. It came in my mind, but the language barrier, this and that, I couldn't care less.
For me, Japan is like, when I see it in pictures or videos, it is really beautiful.
Yeah.
Like the streets and like everything. Like what we actually see in the maybe anime, it is kind of like similar to how like it is an action.
So what? Recently, there are many videos from Japan popping up in my Facebook reel.
Yeah.
So when for one time I was surprised, like when I was scrolling, there was one video. It was the actual video, but I thought it was the clip from the anime. I was so surprised,
Yeah.
So it's like that. Japan is like quite fascinating.
Yeah.
So yeah, I wanted to go there, and my wife promised me to, be her tourist, and she will be my tourist guide.
So are you like planning to go maybe in the future?
Maybe in the future, but
it will happen.
Now we have to earn first.
Earn first, earn first and then go. Yeah. And then spend it all over there.
Yeah.
Okay, so what challenges did you face while like adapting to the life in here in Canada?
So yeah, when I look back in those times of late April in 2021, so it was really challenging. I couldn't even find my accommodation that time. Actually, I booked Airbnb through one of my sisters who lives in Sudbury.
Yeah.
So she arranged the Airbnb accommodation for my first 2 days.
Oh.
So what I thought was during those first 2 days, I will be arranging the accommodation by myself somehow through Facebook Marketplace, but no, I couldn't do that. That was like, really frustrating. And I thought like on the last day of my Airbnb, I was so scared, like I would be, spending my night the next day in the street. Like I was thinking like that, but at that time, fortunately, the friends with whom I was connected from Facebook, I actually contacted them, and there was a room beside their unit. So
nice.
It was really good. So that was one of the stories, one of the many stories of struggle. And talking about work and this and that, like I didn't work for like almost 2 to 3 weeks. I didn't find the work actually. And the first job I did was mopping in a weed factory, actually cannabis factory. So I don't know, like you can put weed in the, I think you have to put the beep or something like
maybe
that.
less.
Maybe cannabis would be
more accurate.
Accurate. So I did that job. So in the struggling phase and adapting the life, like you have to, learn really quickly. The way you enter the bus, the way you wait for the transit, the way you, look for the bus to come, and the way you cross the road. You know what? While in the green signal, at one time there comes a countdown. So while I was walking, and I was in the halfway through the street, like halfway through the road, and the countdown had like started, and I was stuck there. I was like, what to do? So that kind of thing, that were the kind of things you have to adapt, and you have to learn like really quickly. So
that happened with me as well. Like while I was walking across way, the countdown came, and I was like, what to do?
I was stuck there, and the drivers in the car, they were just watching, and I was so embarrassed, like what to do. And I just walked, like I just completed my crossing the road. So
okay. So my next question is like, what's the most cultural difference that you find like in comparison to Nepal? Like the one you mentioned right now about the crossing the traffic light.
So the main thing was the lanes in our country, it used to be on the left side. Here it is right side. So one time I was waiting for the bus, right? And they were already known about the lane structure. Even I know the lane structure here, but we get confused.
Sometimes,
And I was looking for the bus to arrive from the right side. Because the lane is left. But the bus was already there on my left side, right? So that was a kind of thing. And talking about the cultural differences, like Canada is the place of multicultural people. Like there are people from a lot of countries. So when you relate with that, in my country is also like quite diverse. We have the different kind of language from different community. So as a whole, we are Nepalese in our country. We have like different culture, different language, different diversities. So it kind of relate here as well, because there are people from a lot of different nations. So that didn't really made a difference for me, because I already experienced that in my countries. So while going at the bus, we can hear like Indian people, like Hindi language, Filipino language, Nigerian language, this and that. So, and apart from that, most of the things are in Canada. The system is so processed and systematic, and sometimes it also make us like make some things delayed. So if you have like
yeah.
we have to take the appointment before
Yeah,
going to
yeah.
bank. So that might take if you are in Nepal, you can just walk in and do your
same.
stuffs. But here
Takes time.
the same thing, it takes time, like it will, your time will come after 2 weeks, like that. So it makes things delayed, but things are so systematic here.
Yeah, like what you mentioned, like the delay in time. I faced that as well.
Yeah.
Like I need to consult a neurologist here in Canada,
Okay.
and then
So yeah.
and I started doing I first approached the clinic here to, and then they referred me to neurologist after almost 1 year or 9 months or 1 year, let's say.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I got the appointment this February.
So yeah, that was kind of, even the health system, I hear from many people who already
Yeah.
who is already here for more than 4 or 5 years. They also say that yeah, the system is good, the health is free, but it takes
Yeah.
time to get your appointment.
Yeah.
So yeah.
What advice would you like to give to the governments of Nepal to support the immigrants who would like to come anywhere, who would like to go anywhere?
So one thing they can make sure and they can make clear to students is like the reality students are facing in Canada. Like there's no such like country where you will get easily, like you will easily get job, or you will easily get like accommodation or something like that. So you have to make sure like the government should also make some kind of webinar or seminar kind of thing, and the embassy of Nepal, they can also make sure that they will have the data of how many students are coming from Nepal to Canada. So considering that rate, if the rate is higher, you will have to definitely make the students aware the situation in Canada, because as a student, like if the visa rate is high, they will just come here like that without like knowing anything, without researching the things you need to research. So yeah, that's the most important information they need to provide to the students, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the current exchange rate of like Nepal?
So usually what we do is $1 equals to like roughly $1 equals to $100 like rupees, Nepalese rupees. But sometimes it's 98, 90. It usually starts with 92 rupees to 98 or sometimes 100. But when we go to the groceries, when it's $3, we convert it as 300 rupees. It's like that.
Yeah, I know. I mean, like I think like we don't have to convert it, because like it will be a huge amount. Like, when we think about it, it will be a huge amount. So it is better to not convert.
Yeah, it's better to not. But when you are a newcomer, then okay. So there's one incident that happened to me. Like I was in the Istanbul transit, and I had to wait for the next flight for 16 hours. Oh, not 16, 11. So I went there. We didn't have any bottle of water. Bottle of water. So we went to buy the juice, right? And the bottle was like this, like 500 ml.
And it cost
it cost around like $5, and I started converting it to Nepalese rupees, and that was the first time I was using my US dollar. That was US dollar, not even 500. It will be like around 600 in Nepal. So yeah, that kind of thing happens. And during first 2 months, we used to convert a lot.
Like what was the rate of like a bottle of water back in Nepal?
It usually 20 to 25 rupees. That is 20 to 25 cents.
Yeah, same
Canada.
in like around 20.
20 to 25.
Okay. So how do you cope with the emotional toll of being away from the country or loved ones here in Canada? Especially during festivals or like something, yeah.
So during festivals, I miss my country a lot. I miss my family, being with the relatives. The main thing in this kind of in this kind of era, we are blessed with the
digitally, yeah.
technology and social media. So I have to during those time I usually talk with my family more often so that I won't be missed out. Missed out from the from the from the enjoyment they are enjoying in their festival. But still, when you are far away, like you feel kind of faded kind of thing. You miss the food, you miss the relatives, you miss the moments.
Yeah.
You wish you want to be there, but yeah, we have to accept, and it's really hard. And I feel like if this year is not my time, next year will be my time to go there. So yeah, like that, I just calm my mind.
I mean, you won't miss the Nepal that much, I guess, because like you have your wife here with you. So what do you think of, before that, before we move on for the next question, let's have something to eat. I don't know if you ate something in the morning.
Yeah, I drank water.
That's it. I have some.
Actually, I wanted to have a breakfast, but it was like the time was already running out. So yeah, I just came.
For that, I have something for both of us.
Thank you, man.
So have you faced any type of discrimination here in Canada?
Oh, what? Like what?
Discrimination or racism?
No.
No.
Any racism, but sometimes I feel like it's not kind of racism, but they're kind of rude, something like that.
Yeah.
The way they speak is rude.
Yeah.
So I don't think that is discrimination, but
Yeah.
you know that.
Yeah.
I just faced like couple of times, not more than that. I don't give a damn about that.
Yeah, I mean like.
As a cashier, I deal with a lot of people, right?
Yeah.
So yesterday there was one lady who was talking about like she has 7 Nepalese colleagues with her, who works with her. So she was like kind of making her face, not like annoying or something like that. So yeah, that didn't went good to me. So I just replied like, so you are just judging all the communities based on like couple of people like that, and I can't tolerate those kind of behavior. I just say straight. So yeah,
I mean like when 2 or 3 people have some like make some bad expense for like somebody, they consider that country or like the whole people
bad
as bad. That's issue. If you could bring one aspect of Nepal, what would that be? It can be food, people, anything.
Can I say 2 things?
Anything.
First is food, and second thing is hills and mountains.
Oh yeah.
We miss them a lot. Yeah. I wish like in my country, like the place where I used to the place where I spend most of my lifetime in my country is Kathmandu, the capital city of Nepal. So if you have a bike, just 30 minutes ride uphill, and you can see the whole valley. Here you can't even, even if you like stay at around 8th floor or 8th or 9th floor, that's the best possible view you can get of the city. So I miss that vibe, and the food. I miss that. Even here is like a lot of Nepalese restaurants right now, but they don't provide the food.
It is not authentic.
That's not authentic at all. They still got the Canadian taste, which I don't like.
yeah. I mean, they use Canadian spices, so like it is not. I mean, I don't know if they put spices or not, because Canadian don't usually use
Yeah, spices,
Spices,
not at all.
yeah. And like you talked about the mountains and that valley things. I mean, it is not in here, but I think when you go to like other
Alberta,
part of
yeah.
like Canada, like Alberta, or like maybe what else, Nova Scotia,
Vancouver, yeah.
yeah, and then you can get the experience of that. I think those like how you feel in Nepal, like the mountains, valleys, and everything.
Yeah, but the one of the drawbacks is it's so cold you can't even eat.
Yeah, yeah, that's another show. What do you think about the cold difference of cold like in Nepal and Canada?
Huge difference. Not Nepal as a whole, because we have like different kind of weather as per the
Regions, yeah.
as per the regions. Like we have in the Nepal is divided into 3 regions: hilly, Himalayan, hilly, and Tarai. So the Himalayan will be so much colder.
Yeah.
It's similar, might be similar like London. I'm not sure it goes below -10, but it will be around -5 to -8 in that region. And the maximum would be around 25 to 30 maximum. But in hilly region, the maximum it will go is 35 degrees Celsius.
Yeah.
And the coldest is 0 degree, sometimes -1. And the Tarai region is like the plain land, similar to what we have here. So there is no mountains, nothing. The land is so much suitable for the agriculture, and it's like the hotter it will go around 40 degrees Celsius, and colder might be 0 degree. Yeah. It will be so cold over there as well.
I mean, I'm from the southern part of India, which is kind of near the equator.
Oh yeah.
So we don't experience cold there.
Oh, okay.
We don't have
Not at
winter,
all.
Not at all. Like maybe a little bit, but it is not winter in my opinion.
Okay.
So, but when you go to northern side, like near the Himalayas or like that part, there is cold there. So it is a new experience for me. But I have also experienced in the like my child, like when I was child, like until the age of 8, I was in northern part of India or like a central India. So there I have experienced cold. So I kind of know.
Yeah.
What's the next question? Yeah. What's the time? Okay.
Oh, that's the question.
That's the question. Like, so what's the funniest mispronunciation of your name that you have experienced here in Canada? Because I feel that your name is maybe
Really,
like the people here have mispronounced in some way.
So I used to work in this place called Format. Over there, I used to do quality inspection, and the supervisor was really good to her employees, and especially with immigrants people.
Yeah.
Like immigrant students like us. Like she used to be so fun, and she noticed me while going there like couple of times because of my name. It's like it starts with KSH, which means cheer in my country, but somebody they can't pronounce cheer.
Yeah.
They can only pronounce sa, right? Sha, SH. And sometimes I just tell them just remove K from my name and just pronounce it. It will be Kshitiz rather than Kshitiz, which will be really hard to pronounce for Canadians. And she was like in her like I used to tell her say like this, and for the first day she used to pronounce my name really good, and the next day what is the name? Zzz. Because my names are like end with Z, right?
Yeah.
And so yeah, that was the most funniest, like zzz, like that. So
Aziz, come here.
and I used to like feel so funny
Yeah.
because I never mind like people, don't really. I like the effort to pronounce my name rather than pronouncing my name perfectly. It's fine with me.
Okay. Okay. One final question because we don't have much time.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Because
It went short and sweet.
yeah. What final advice would you like to give to the future immigrants who like to come to Canada?
Okay.
Canada or any country?
So when you are preparing to go to any country, Canada, like Australia or USA, don't just dive in. Like just first research.
Yeah.
So what's your purpose? So you are coming here for the education, coming here for just the enjoyment. Someone do like that, but to be honest, you don't have enjoyment when you are apart from your home country with your apart from your family. You might have to cook by yourself. You have to make sure that you have to learn the cooking and stuff from YouTube as well. So first and foremost, the first advice I will give is like just research thoroughly like the lifestyle of here, the education system, the kind of basic things you need to research about the country. And the second thing is when you apply for a certain city, just have a look in the Google Maps or something like that, like how the city looks. But because you might never like it when you arrive here, but you don't have any choice just to stay here. You might get frustrated, right? You might not get enough work, kind of part-time jobs as well. So just check that keep that in mind that you won't have enough job to sustain yourself. So you might have to fund your fundings from your country. So be prepared for that as well. So the only thing the main advice is just research properly. That's the thing I want to suggest.
Okay. So do you have any final thoughts or like anything about this podcast?
So I feel really good to be in this podcast, even though usually I wanted to talk more in more in English. So the reason to talk in English with people is my friends and who are from different countries. When we were in marketing management, like that time, I used to feel like my English is going really good. Even I used to tell with you, I told you that time. So, and another thing is you're doing really good in this podcast. I was thinking about podcast, but it's just inside my head. But I didn't did in reality. But you are almost like fifth or sixth.
Yeah, 50.
So that's a really good progress. Like I've been watching your podcast. So I really like your effort. So keep doing up. And
Thank you.
I don't know what I told before, but
No, what is good. Like we had to restrict the episode length because you had some like what do you call it?
I know.
You had some
issues
issues, issues to come here, and then you came here and you kind of did it and you spoke really well.
Okay.
That's the biggest thing because like people might come and rush and then they will say anything. That's not the case. That was not the case with you, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you so much,
Mike.
It's okay.
And I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. See you guys in another episode. Bye. And also, I would like to note that this episode will come in June.
Okay.
Because like I have 3 episodes already recorded with me.
So June. Oh my God, that's a lot of time. I have to wait until graduation for my podcast to release.
Yeah.
So we will be there in the graduation.
I guess.
Okay.
Because yeah, I will be.
Oh yeah. We have to have some enjoy time, like good time there.
Maybe like Kshitiz is started new vlog channel, or like I've seen your vlog.
So I think if possible, I will be editing one of the videos for my channel. So we will be uploading there. So let's see.
When like on the.
So yeah, I will edit the video today because I didn't have much time. Like before, 1 week before, last week, we went to Buddhist temple.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
Nice.
The vlog is just casual. Like we didn't talk much, but yeah. I also wanted to check the mic for the vlog. So yeah, and the second thing is podcast made it possible to check the mic because I'm also trying to do podcasts maybe later. So yeah,
we can do like. I have an idea. We can do like a vlog on the graduation day. What do you think?
Yeah. We can do that.
Yeah,
we can do collab. I will come there vlogging. You will come from your home vlogging, and we can.
We can do something like that. Yeah. Thank you so much, Kshitiz, for coming to the podcast, and thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys in another episode. Bye.
Bye.
Today's guest is a multi-talented person like not me.
No, you are talented. No. Everyone is talented. கிட்டத்தட்ட மருதடி பொண்ணும் சேருதடி எல்லாம் ஒரு கேவலந்தான்